TRN News.
A Nashville family is offering a $20,000 reward for information leading to the driver in a deadly hit-and-run crash. 39-year-old Robert Jones was hit and killed on West Trinity Lane near the exit ramp from I-65 North on April 4th. Dashcam video from another driver shows a black Nissan Murano striking Jones and then fleeing the scene. Jones' family is pleading for the driver to come forward. Memphis police are investigating after a man was found dead in McKellar Lake Monday afternoon. Officers responded to Pierce Street near Boxtown around 3:50 p.m. and discovered the man face down in the water. He was pronounced dead at the scene. The cause of his death remains under investigation. I'm Joe Lincoln.
Number 1 for news from across the state. This is the Tennessee Radio Network.
If you slowly lost the ability to walk, what would you remember about your final steps? Where you were, who you were with, or how you wished you had the strength to take just one more step with someone you cared about. Victims of ALS lose the power to use their legs, eat a solid meal, hold someone close, and simply say, "I love you," before losing the ability to breathe. Most often, they remain aware and alert to the world around them as their bodies gradually shut down and die. You don't need to know someone with the disease to know it must be stopped and that those affected need your support. Join the ALS Association's Walk to Defeat ALS and help us find treatments and a cure for Lou Gehrig's disease. Find a walk near you at walktodefeatals.org.
The state of Tennessee is set to carry out an execution on Thursday. Oscar Smith is slated to die for the 1989 murders of his estranged wife and her 2 sons. Officials say he's chosen hot dogs, tater tots, and an apple pie with vanilla ice cream for his final meal before he becomes the first inmate to die under the state's new single drug execution protocol. Smith was hours away from execution in 2022 when Governor Bill Lee delayed it due to an issue with injection. 2 teenagers are under arrest accused of stealing a Dodge Charger and leading Metro Nashville police on a chase. During a sting operation, 19-year-old Hilario Vasquez was spotted getting in and out of the vehicle before 18-year-old Austin Moore hopped inside and drove away. Officers tried to stop the vehicle at Mount View and Bell Roads, but the driver fled. It was eventually stopped with spike strips on I-24 East. Charges include felony vehicle theft and evading arrest. I'm Joe Lincoln, Tennessee Radio Network News.
From the Cookeville Communications News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. Governor Bill Lee has denied Oscar Smith's request for clemency ahead of his execution tomorrow. A reprieve from Lee was Smith's last legal avenue to avoid his execution for killing his estranged wife and her sons in 1989. Smith will be the first person executed through the state's new lethal injection protocol, which was put in place late last year. TDOT will suspend all construction-related lane closures on interstate and state routes this Memorial Day weekend. A press release said suspensions will take place from noon Friday until 6 a.m. Tuesday. AAA expecting a record-breaking number of motorists to take road trips this weekend, predicting more than 800,000 Tennesseans will travel the roadways for Memorial Day. That's compared to more than 783,000 last year. Monterey employees will be getting a new health insurance provider for the new fiscal year starting July 1st. The town's board of mayor and aldermen voted 5-3 to change to a new broker Monday. Officials say that new plan will save the town over $40,000 per year. That's the news from the Cookeville Communications News Center. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Wednesday morning forecast. Much quieter and pleasant weather can be expected today. We'll see clearing skies with highs in the mid-70s. Winds will be out of the west at around 10 to 15 miles per hour, gusting to 25 miles per hour at times. Clouds will build back in overnight with lows falling into the mid-50s. West-southwest wind around 5 to 10 miles per hour. A passing disturbance will bring a low chance of showers and thunderstorms to the area Thursday. Highs will top out in the lower 70s. Friday will be our coolest day of the upcoming period with sunny skies and highs in the upper 60s. Be sure you're following Upper Cumberland Weather on Facebook and X for the latest weather information.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Wake up, Cookeville, it's a brand new day. Jason and Sheila got so much to say. From the heart of Putnam to the downtown streets, they're bringing you the buzz, the people you'll meet. Tuning dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's the place to go. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic and share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. From festivals to fairs, local art to the games, they're keeping you connected, knowing all the names. With laughter and stories, the hour flies by. Jason and Sheila keep the good vibes high. Tune in, dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's a show to know. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. Oh, good morning, Cookeville. Every morning feels so bright with local voices by your side. Jason and Sheila keep it real. Cookeville's heartbeat you can feel. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. So grab your coffee, start your day. Good morning, Cookeville's on the way.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. Good morning, Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. Hope everybody had a safe evening. I know through McMinnville and Spencer, Crossville, those areas. Last night, it was like 3 tornado warnings in a row.
Yeah, there was a lot of uneasiness last night. So many winds and tornado warnings, and then thunderstorm warnings and watches.
It got, but those areas especially. So if you're in Warren County, I mean, they just kept coming through there. So hopefully in Cumberland County, Van Buren County last night, it was just like they formed a trail, and they just kept going through the same places. So hopefully all of you got through last night safe and sound. And I want to say a big thanks to Anthony Taylor, Upper Cumberland Weather. Man, what great weather coverage he had last night.
Yes, because he just concentrates on like the Smithville, Carthage, and then Upper Cumberland areas. It's, I mean, just a wonderful job to know we have somebody that really understands this area, knows this area, and then knows meteorology.
Yeah,
He's
he did a great job.
Yeah.
And happy to have him on all the Cookeville communication stations, plus Hub Plus last night on there as well.
And Hub Plus, he's, you can
Stream
see
his channel 24/7.
Yeah, streaming live, and he did such a great job. He's worn out this morning.
Oh, it's got to be.
Yeah, and it's like he kept saying, like, I'm just one person. I try to answer your question. I'm like, he's right. He doesn't have a huge staff. I mean, just because.
No, because he's a staff of one.
I mean, that's his studio is set up, but it's just him and his wife right now.
Yeah, and the little baby.
Yeah.
That was funny, the little baby last night. You'd hear her every now and then.
I kind of love that. It all makes it better. It's like we're family.
Yeah, that's right. A few things you need to know. The Smith County Chamber of Commerce recently honored the remarkable business leaders of the area in its 2025 Chamber Banquet. The Commitment to Excellence Award went to Kim Winfrey of Kim's Frame and Art. The Johnson Carson Maggart Business Leader Award went to Philip Hudson Jr. of Cumberland Supply. Women Business Leader Award went to Stephanie McCaleb with Stephanie McCaleb's Interiors. And let's see here. Farmer of the Year went to George McDonald of Catessa Farms. So congratulations to all those members of the Smith County Chamber of Commerce.
Yeah, that's a pretty big deal.
Yeah,
so
it is.
congratulations. Also, congratulations go out to our friends over at the Exceptional Bean. They've expanded. They're going to be on the second floor, second location inside of Cookeville Regional Medical Center. So not second floor. I think it's let's see, we have opportunities. Second location. That's just exciting. It's located inside the main entrance of Cookeville Regional. So congratulations on expanding there. That's going to be big for them.
Oh, yeah. I talked to Michael England yesterday, and he was talking about how, man, he said, this has been a lot of work. We've been getting it done. He said, but I did meet your son.
Yeah, Caleb.
Because Caleb works at the hospital. And I said, well, how'd you know he was my son? He said, well.
He looks just like you.
Brother.
Yeah. Looks, I mean, a little taller than you even.
A giant version of me.
Yeah.
Caleb's 6'4".
Except Caleb's just a little quieter. But that still could be very talkative if you're even quieter than Jason.
Yeah. He's a big guy.
Yeah,
Caleb
he is.
Is my son.
He kind of stands out.
And then Michael, of course, is height challenged.
Yes.
And
I'm laughing at. I can't believe he said that. Not at Michael.
no, these are
because I'm height challenged too.
These are Michael's words to me.
He said I'm height challenged.
Well, he didn't say he was height challenged. He said he was short, but I was trying to be politically correct.
It sounded worse. Coming from you, a tall guy.
But anyway, he was talking about just now you got me off.
I got you all flustered. I'm sorry.
He was real jealous of Caleb's height.
Yes.
I said, well, me too, man. I said, you got to reach up to hug the kid. It's crazy.
I bet you do.
Yeah. But
now you know how it feels.
But I know they're excited to get that open, and it's been a real job for not just Michael England, but the hospital too, to get that up and going. Prescott South Middle School has been redesignated as a STEAM school, celebrating the excellence in science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. We'll talk to Corby King a little bit later about what that means for Prescott South Middle School and Putnam County Schools. He'll be our guest after 7.
And also, we talked to Colonel Nikki Philpo from Cookeville High School, JROTC, and he posted something about one of his cadets, Eleanor Daniels. She's this year's American Legion Colonel Frederick B. Bowling Cadet of the Year for the state of Tennessee.
Wow.
For the state of Tennessee. So, Eleanor Daniels,
go,
congratulations
Eleanor.
to you.
That's fantastic. An amendment to Cookeville zoning code could be happening to limit drive-through restaurants in the neighborhood commercial zone. The NC zone is what they call it. So I guess there's a McDonald's that's wanting to go in on, I believe it's Washington and 12th.
Okay.
And so they've already started that. Most of that's been approved already, but it will, of course, have a drive-through. And this could be a McDonald's over by Tech.
Yeah.
I mean,
that'll be a busy one.
12th and Washington, that's going to be a busy deal.
Right.
And so some of the residents that live there are like, oh, hey.
Cookeville High School be sneaking out to go get McDonald's.
Maybe we can, we get that this is neighborhood commercial, but drive-throughs may not be the best thing.
Yeah.
So they're going to look at that and decide whether or not,
and how to make it, like if they do go through with it, how to make it the best. But
the plans for McDonald's there have already gotten past everything, so they can't change the rules midstream on them.
But you're talking about zoning and then maybe how it's set up.
Yeah. So I mean, I
The
get
drive-through needs to be specific so it won't cause any problems
Right.
through that area.
well no, they wouldn't allow them.
Yeah.
They just wouldn't allow any more drive-throughs
Okay.
in that neighborhood commercial. Yeah,
That's a big deal.
I know.
Yeah. Well, Lazy G Ranch, they're doing a fundraiser coming up on June 27th. Proceeds going to Hickory Classical Christian School. And that's June 27th at 5 p.m. Bison Burgers and Bluegrass, which
Come on.
anything out at Lazy G is always fun. They do it right, have great food, great entertainment. So that's a school fundraiser. And you can look up Hickory Yees, like hickoryyees.org to find out more information about them.
All right.
Yees! I like that.
The UCRCS, which I'm guessing is the Upper Cumberland Remote Control S. I'm not sure what the S stands for. It's the Radio Control Airplane Club. Will be offering free youth learn to fly lessons for kids 12 to 18 in the month of June. The program includes school, simulator sessions.
Simulator sessions.
Sally sells seashells by the seashore. And an actual RC aircraft flying. So you do get to fly one too. They start June 3rd, so here soon. If you want some more information on that, you need to email ROGOULD. That's Ray Gould. ROGOULD@gmail.com, or you get more information at treetoppersrc.com. That's the name of their club, treetoppersrc.com. That sounds like so much fun.
Yeah, it does.
I wish I was a youth age 12 to 18.
I don't think they'll believe you with that.
I've always wanted a remote control airplane. I circled one every year in the Sears catalog.
But you never got it. It's
Never.
probably too expensive.
Too expensive. I'd wreck it.
Yeah. They're like, we're not going to spend that on
I'm not going to
Hickory.
spend money on something you'll crash the first time you use
We'll
it.
get you a ventriloquist doll.
Yes.
Excuse me, a puppet. I don't know what you want to call
It's called a puppet.
it. I don't know what.
Technically, they're puppets.
I just love giving him grief about that. Now, there's a new business that's going to have a grand opening June 14th. Wonderfill Refillery. It's going to open its doors really soon, and the first zero waste store, which means let's see,
You just take your bottle back and they put
it's a
more in it.
sustainable way to shop. It's refillable household essentials to eco-friendly goods that they'll be selling. But June 14th is their big
Eco.
what did I say? Eco. Eco-friendly.
Yeah. We got to stop those echoes.
It was in my head.
They're killing us all.
June 14th from 10 a.m. to, at 10 a.m. 17 West Spring Street is where they'll be
You
located.
hear echoes.
Eco-friendly.
You should try Ecozempic.
Oh, my goodness. Don't eat. Anyway, congratulations to them for opening up, too, on Spring Street. June 14th, their big grand opening day.
At 7:30 tonight, Tennessee Tech Golden Eagles baseball start the 2025 OVC tournament run. So good luck to them as they get going tonight at 7:30. And do you got any more, Sheila?
No, that was what I had. That was all.
So looks like South Walnut Avenue will be closed today from 7 until 5. The water department is going to do some water quality control there. South Walnut Avenue closed to through traffic between East Spring Street and East Stevens Street today between 7 and 5. Contractors are going to install a new sewer line through there. So there you go. So all you people live around there have nice clean pipes coming. And in Sparta, they're having a Memorial Day ceremony with a bell ringing and a guest speaker, special music. That's Monday, May 26th. So this coming Monday, ceremony begins at 10 a.m. and the musical entertainment will be Gene Hodge, and that's going to be at the American Legion building behind the White County Courthouse.
All right.
And that's it. That's all I got, Sheila.
Your 2 cents is coming up next. It's brought to you by Freedom Pond, 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta. And they have guns and ammo. I mean, the largest selection you'll ever find. And then they have anything from guitars to TVs to VCRs to tools. And
VCRs?
They do. I've seen some.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, how about that?
And even a pontoon boat. But, you know, I need to stop saying that because it might be sold by now. But here's the question. Your 2 cents. What's your favorite quote or mantra that motivates you daily?
I don't know, Sheila. I have to think about that.
I like, it's from a Robert Frost poem. The only way out is through.
Yeah.
Like, the only way out is through it. So get through it, quit your whining, and go. That's how I tell myself. Quit your whining,
Quit your
go, just
whining.
do it. Just do it.
Test your mouth.
Waste more time complaining, just get in and
Quit
dig
your
in deep.
whining.
What's how I talk to myself? I beat myself up, don't I? Like, girl, get out there and do it.
It's 6:21. We're Jason and Sheila here in the Willow Window Studio. Good Morning Cookeville's brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. We'll get to your answers on today's Your 2 Cents coming up next here on Good Morning Cookeville. Stay with us, guys. We'll be right back.
Discover unbeatable value at Freedom Pond, your ultimate one-stop shop. Conveniently located at 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta, we offer a vast selection of guns, ammo, knives, instruments, cameras, game systems, jewelry, tools, kayaks, trailers, and more. Whether you're buying, selling, or trading, our expert team is here to help. We're now open on Mondays, so visit Freedom Pond Monday through Saturday. Come see us and experience the difference. Freedom Pond, the friendliest and cleanest pawn shop in the Upper Cumberland.
Your home, your sanctuary. This includes your outdoor haven as well as the interior of your home. Willow Window can elevate your outdoors today with elegant and innovative products from SummerSpace. From awnings and outdoor shades to porch enclosure systems, transform your porch to your favorite part of your home. SummerSpace has the perfect solution specific to your needs. Call Willow Window today for your free estimate, 931-WINDOW-1.
Unlock the best of local entertainment with Hub Plus. Do you have Roku? Download the Hub Plus app today. Dive into exclusive content like Good Morning Cookeville presented by Elevate Real Estate, catch all the action with high school sports from Upper Cumberland Reporter, and stay updated with the latest weather from Upper Cumberland Weather. Plus, enjoy fantastic local shows such as The Randy Porter Show and Cookeville Lifestyles Show. Don't miss out. Download the Roku app now and start exploring.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila here in the Willow Window Studio. 6:23 now.
And our guest today will be Jennifer Wilson from Blood Assurance. They're doing a blood donor blood drive. Gosh, is this Monday?
No.
It's Wednesday, right?
It is.
A blood drive at the library tomorrow. We'll be talking to Jennifer about that. Then Corby King, superintendent of Putnam County Schools. He's going to be talking about the end of the school year, maybe what to expect next year.
You know, sometimes when your computer gets to running slow and acting weird and you got to unplug it and plug it back in. I feel like that's what we need to do to Sheila today.
Every day. It feels like every day sometimes.
What's wrong with Sheila? I don't know.
But is it a struggle? No, I just have fun with it.
Have you tried unplugging and plugging her back in? No, I haven't.
No, well, let's do that.
Yeah.
I need to be reset.
Have you turned her off and back on again? No, but let me try that real quick.
Well, let me explain the birds and the bees. When a woman gets this age, she gets some brain fog.
You might want to Control-Alt-Delete Sheila real quick.
What's bad? If he had that option, Control-Alt-Delete, not bring it back up again.
That's not true, Sheila. Got your 2 cents is brought to you by our friends at Freedom Pond. Be sure to stop by there. They got some great items, nice, clean, all great working condition. and just a bunch of great dudes that work there as well.
Oh, yeah.
So stop by and see them. They're located at 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta. Freedom Pond brings you today's Your 2 Cents.
What's your favorite quote or mantra that motivates you on a daily basis?
I don't know. I can't really think of just one.
You've said all kinds of phrases to me.
Yeah, but I don't.
Yours is,
Oh, let life happen. Well, I don't know if that motivates me or not. That's just kind of the thing.
that was one that motivated me to get out of my head
Yeah.
because there ain't much in there. It's not true.
It's a vast open space.
Or I like to think it's so much stuff in there
That's
that it's
what it
just
is.
jumbled up.
That's what it is. for
That's
sure.
it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I used to be a lot smarter when a girl gets this age. Our engineer Mike has a good one. This is the day the Lord has made. Rejoice and be glad in
Oh,
it.
great one, Mike.
I love Mike. That was a good one. We've got a lot of good ones here. Robin said, my mom always said, can't never could. My mama said that too. So don't think you can't. You can. You can do more than you think you can.
Yeah.
Another Sheila Caldwell said, just keep swimming. You'll get there.
Well, that's true.
Keep swimming.
Unless
Keep moving.
Unless you don't know how to swim, then
I don't
you're still going
either.
to drown and die.
That's horrible. Gosh, Jason. One that motivates you. You're going to drown and die. You're usually more positive than
It'll
that.
motivate you to learn to swim.
Deborah said she likes a Shakespeare quote, to thine own self be true. Now, I thought Reba said that in Fancy. I thought that was Reba.
Shakespeare stole it from Reba.
I bet. To thine own self be true.
Very good line.
Yeah, that's a good line. I will steal that from Reba.
Yeah.
Sydney said, you can do this the hard way or the easy way.
Well, yeah.
I guess that motivates
You could do both.
Johnny said, if all else falls apart, if all else fails, punt.
That's right. So, you know what? Sometimes punting's not bad.
Right.
I mean, sometimes
Know when to punt.
playing field position
I mean,
is okay.
you've seen lots of people that don't know when to punt. Lots of teams that don't know when to punt.
And
I get real mad at that. That's
Yeah.
my team when they don't know when to punt.
Sure.
And if you're losing already, don't lose even more.
Oh, if you're losing already, you got to go for it. You can't. You can't punt. There's some.
But if all else fails, punt.
Well, there's some situations you can't punt. I mean, you got to keep going for it. But
just never give up, right, Jason? Is that yours?
Well, yeah. Now, talking about Engineer Mike, something I always say to him whenever we're trying something out, be like, well, it can't take our birthday.
That is one of your motivational speeches that he does. He likes good motivational speeches.
Well, it can't.
Yeah, and you know what though? He don't have long running meetings. He does have great one-liners and said, "All right, let's go get them."
Yeah.
I'm trying to make him sound better.
Well, just what are other people saying there, Sheila?
Jim says his motivation is, "I got this."
Good one, Jim.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Oh, and Kevin says, dreading is worse than the doing.
Amen, brother. Absolutely. Another one, and I don't know who said it, was somebody recently. It may have been Jordan Peterson. Boil the frog first. Whatever the hardest thing is on your agenda for the day, do it first.
I wouldn't want to eat him raw.
But boiling the frog, they might jump out.
Yeah, boil that sucker first.
So I guess that's what it means. I don't know, but that's why I took it as.
That's how you took it.
Whatever the hardest thing you have to do today, do it first. Then it makes the rest of the day easier.
I like when somebody said, worrying, the things you worry about most likely never happen.
That's
so
right.
quit your worrying.
Yeah. When are you going to start that, Sheila?
I'm not worried about nothing.
6:29 now.
I'm better than I used to be.
It's Good Morning Cookeville.
It's just brain fog.
We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. We're in the Willow Window Studio, Sheila.
You like Jell-O.
You like Jell-O. You do.
Your name's Sheila.
Good morning. Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. They sell real estate, Sheila.
Do you know what real estate is?
We've got spoiler alert coming up next. The latest in the world of entertainment and music, and some sad news too.
Yes, I know which one you're talking about.
It broke my heart. I mean, you knew it was going to happen. Anyway, that's coming up next here on Good Morning Cookeville. Y'all hang out with us. We'll be right back.
No support from my broker, minimal commission splits, and outdated marketing tools.
Sound familiar? Accelerate your real estate career with Elevate. Experience broker support, coaching, and training on how to make your team successful, competitive commission plans, and cutting-edge marketing tools.
Join our innovative company with a proven system that compresses 3 years of business growth into just 1 year. Please call 931-520-6450. Elevate Real Estate. We help you accelerate.
Hey guys, this is Jeff Root, General Manager at Ford Lincoln Cookeville. Are you tired of having to wait at a dealership to get your car serviced? Well, then you're going to love Ford Mobile Service from Ford of Cookeville. From oil changes and tire rotations to simple repairs, our certified technicians will do their thing right in your own driveway thanks to our state-of-the-art mobile service van. Let us come to you. Schedule your Ford Mobile Service now at FordLincolnCookeville.com or give us a call at 931-526-3325. Terms and conditions apply. See deal for details.
Did you know that all of our stations have some great half-price Upper Cumberland deals? You're supporting local businesses and getting great savings at the same time.
Businesses like Fog Light Food House, CG's Boutique, The Exceptional Bean, Fire and Vine Restaurant and Rooftop Bar, and the Royal House of Cheese.
Visit any of the Cookeville Communications station websites for more information or to purchase a half-price gift card.
Good morning, Cookeville. I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report. Tennessee Tech sophomore catcher Mac Whitcomb earned the OVC Player of the Year award in baseball yesterday. He's the fifth Golden Eagle all-time to earn the award. Whitcomb batted .362 with 15 home runs and 55 runs driven in this season. 7 other Golden Eagles earned all OVC honors for a total of 8 Tech baseball players. Walker Buehler made his return on the mound for the Boston Red Sox last night and only lasted 3 innings in his return from the IL. After arguing balls and strikes with home plate umpire Mike Estabrook, he was ejected. Red Sox manager Alex Cora was also ushered out after he gave his 2 cents. In the MLB last night, the Braves fell to the Nationals 5-3. Red Sox beat the Mets 2-0. Reds fell to the Pirates 1-0, and the Cubs beat the Marlins 14-1. Join us today for 3 broadcasts from the Spring Fling. First at 11, the Gordonsville softball team plays Halls to open up the 1A state tournament. Win or lose, they'll play at 5 o'clock against Hollow Rock Brewston or Oakdale. Then at 6:30, the Upperman Bees baseball team takes on Chester County. You can listen to the games on the main UCR Facebook page and YouTube channel. I'm Jacob Vinson, and that was the UCR Sports Report.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila here in the Willow Window Studio. Good morning, Cookeville's brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. 6:34 now.
A high today getting up to the mid-70s. We're at 64 right now, and it may be a little windy today. They're talking about wind gusts 18 to 20 miles per hour today.
A lot better than yesterday.
Oh, gosh, yes.
Or at least yesterday evening.
Yeah.
Haven't heard if a tornado actually touched down in Warren or Van Buren or Cumberland County, but there was a lot of
straight line wind.
Radar indicated
that it could have been a tornado.
Right. So if you know anybody in that area and if there's anything that's going on there, send us a message through Facebook or email or something and let us know. Make sure everybody's okay. Let's see here. Spoiler alert, things going on in the world of entertainment and music. Nothing's on late night TV tonight, and I mean that.
Nobody that you know or nothing.
Well,
like
all right, here we go.
And I mean that.
All it has is the musical guest. That's how bad it is.
Do you know the musicals? It only has that? It doesn't even say
who the guests are. That's how bad it is.
So it's not just Jason. They're not even wanting to promote who's gone.
So Jimmy Fallon's musical guest is Jin, J-I-N. Never heard of them.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
I've never heard
Stephen
of him.
Colbert, musical guest, Buddy Guy.
Oh, yeah. He's a famous blues guitar legend and singer. He's good.
And then
he's got family that lives around here.
Really?
Yes.
Well, that's cool. Well, then
he played at the Drama Center. I mean, it's been maybe about 10, 12 years ago now.
Really? Well, how about that? Well, then, all right. We'll watch him then.
Yeah.
Jimmy Kimmel, his musical guest is Laffy, Laufey.
Or Laffy. Or
Laffy Taffy?
I don't know. I'm totally not hip with that one.
That's what I call
We'll have to ask Freaky Dave. It's probably somebody.
Yeah, that's what I call
He knows.
Rafferty Cleary, our news guy,
Yeah.
Raffy Taffy.
Hey, Raffy Taffy.
He secretly likes it.
He's like, quit calling me that. And then he'll kind of grin.
He kind of likes it.
Yeah.
On regular TV tonight, Celebrity Wheel of Fortune is on ABC. So is Celebrity Masters, or Jeopardy Masters and Celebrity Jeopardy back to back. Survivor, it's the season finale on CBS. A season premiere of MasterChef is on Fox. Also a series premiere of Gordon Ramsay's Secret Service.
Secret Service?
So he spies on restaurants and then goes in and...
Okay. I was like, is he like training like servicemen now?
No. He's spying on people and then...
And seeing how their service is in the restaurant.
And then trying to help them out.
Well, that sounds like it'd be interesting. Almost like Bar Rescue, but it's restaurant rescue.
I love Bar Rescue.
I do too. I didn't think I would, but I do.
It motivates me. You talk about things that motivate you.
Mm-hmm.
John Taffer motivates me.
Yeah.
I wish I was that big of a-hole sometimes, but I'm not.
Oh, some of them need to hear that.
Yeah, but I wish I was
Need to
more
get
like
their
that
act together.
sometimes.
Ooh. You know what? I secretly wish that about me too.
I think everybody does a little bit.
Not that I'm we're happy with who we are most of the time, but we need to be tougher. I'm a not gaslighting, weed eating.
On NBC tonight, Chicago Med, Chicago Fire, and Chicago PD. On streaming, season 1 of Newly Rich and Newly Poor, whatever that is. Real Men, that's on Netflix, season 1. Sneaky Links, Dating After Dark. That's on Netflix, season 1 as well. 9 Perfect Strangers is on Hulu. I remember Perfect Strangers from back in the day.
I don't think this is what that
Balky.
is.
Remember Balky?
Oh, he was my favorite character on there. Balky was great. Bronson Pinot.
Yeah.
I don't know where that. Now that's in my mind. I can pull that out.
Is it Pino or Pincho? I thought it was Pincho. Is there a CH in there, or
I don't
or
know.
Is PA, or is that CH silent? I don't know.
Let's just say
either,
it's silent.
9 Puzzles. That's on Hulu, season 1 of that. So I don't know about any of those last ones there, or the Sneaky Links. That one sounds like what you talking about, Willis. Scarlett Johansson debuted as a director at the Cannes Film Festival with Eleanor the Great, earning a 5-minute standing ovation.
Oh my goodness, Scarlett.
I like her.
Just hosted Saturday Night Live, did good on that, and then now got a 5-minute standing ovation.
I like her, and I like that Colin Jost.
They're cute together.
Yeah.
And it made me, this is crazy, but it made me like her better that she didn't get one of the big Hollywood actors.
Yeah.
I know he's on Saturday Night Live and he's got his own fame too, but
he
seems like a normal guy.
Yeah.
And sweet and cute.
Did you see it this past Saturday?
Sure did. Well, I saw it the next day.
Oh, but did you see the bit that they do at the end of each season on Update?
Yeah, they write each other's jokes and they don't know what's coming.
And they have to read them word for word. hysterical.
He got back at Michael Che for always picking on him for having such a hot wife.
Yeah, it was really good. Lady Gaga has won a sports Emmy for her Super Bowl performance of Hold My Hand. She performed the Top Gun Maverick theme anthem on Bourbon Street in New Orleans as a tribute to the victims of the New Year's attack. Now she has an Oscar, a Grammy, and an Emmy.
Wow.
She needs only a Tony to reach the EGOT status, which is...
I'm rooting for her on that. I hope she'll probably star on Broadway one day.
Yeah, maybe.
You know what? No matter what you say about her, she's really talented.
She is. Elle Fanning will play Effie Trinket in the Hunger Games Sunrise on the Reaping, a prequel to the Hunger Games. You know, I don't like prequels.
It's confusing sometimes.
If
if it's done right, it could be good.
If you know that you might have a prequel, just start there.
Yeah, why do you go back in time?
Why do you got to do that?
After we know everything.
I don't, it's not my cup of tea. Now, for some
really
reason, I didn't mind it with all the Yellowstone stuff, the 1883 and the 1923.
That's true. I didn't either.
But that wasn't really prequel. That was just like, hey, here's how all this
Hey,
got
here's
started.
our history.
Right. That seemed more like a documentary.
Taylor Sheridan just knows how to do it.
Yeah. Some real sad news. George Wendt, best known as Norm Peterson on Cheers, passed away peacefully at his Chicago home. He was 76. His passing coincided with the 32nd anniversary of the show's final episode.
What a really historic TV character that he played, Norm.
Oh, yeah.
It's like one of the most beloved TV characters.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody walks in and you go, Norm, I mean,
it really is. And it was because of how he played him.
yeah, and he was in all 275 episodes of Cheers from 1982 to 1993. He earned 6 consecutive Emmy nominations. He was just,
he played him so easily that you almost, because he was so good at playing Norm, I think he's underrated.
And
even though it was one of the most beloved characters, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because he made it look like he was just our buddy sitting there on a set, just in a bar.
Also, don't forget his movie roles. He was in some of my favorite. He was in Fletch.
Yeah.
And Gung Ho. Remember, he was in Gung Ho.
Good guy.
Yeah.
Funny, talented guy.
So anyway,
we love you, Norm.
Sad. I hope when he walks through the pearly gates, everybody says,
Norm.
My God has a sense of humor that would make that happen.
Of course.
If we're made in his image, I imagine he does, because we are some weird, funny people.
Look at some of the stuff he created. The platypus, for instance. He has a sense of humor.
Here's some Blake Lively news. Apparently, at her now defunct lifestyle brand that she had, she's being accused of fostering a toxic work environment.
Let me tell you, it doesn't sound good, all the stuff coming out about
No, it doesn't. Just things keep getting
popping up.
worse and worse. Among the accusation were paychecks arriving late, staff was forced to work crazy hours, there were no desks in the company's New York office for months. Blake apparently tapped her brother Eric to be creative director, but he frequently overslept and was careless in his role. The report adds that some staffers were paid up to $300,000 for their mistreatment at the company.
Wow. It's really bad when a company consistently has late paychecks, because that's, if they've worked and they've done the work, they need to be paid on time, because that's how they pay their bills.
It makes me worried about Ryan Reynolds.
Well, now I'm questioning, is he as nice as we thought he was?
That, or is
Because why would he?
Or is he stuck somehow?
We want to think that because we don't want to think he's not nice.
Because I've liked him for a while.
And he seems like in interviews seems very genuine.
Yeah.
In interviews, now that I've looked back at some interviews with Blake, she seems like she could be a little full of herself.
I hate that I watched Gossip Girl now.
She's a good actress, though.
She's good in that. I hate that I even
She's
watched.
been good in everything I've seen her in.
Coming up, we got a couple of stories that are positive and uplifting. We call that the real good. So we got that on the way. And then round 3 here of Ask Sheila. I believe she's gotten 4 right.
I'm be honest with you. I feel good today, but I'm not feeling like my brain's working good.
I can second that.
I knew you were ready for that. Here, I brag on you all the time, and look how you just cut me.
So coming up, we've got that right here on Good Morning Cookeville, live from the Willow Window Studio. Good Morning Cookeville's brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. Be right back.
Elevate your space with high-quality window treatments from Willow Window. Our dedicated team crafts custom solutions featuring sleek blinds, elegant shades, custom interior and exterior shutters, and luxury drapery tailored to your style. Transform your windows into stunning focal points that enhance your home's charm. Reach out to us today for your complimentary estimate. 931-Window-1.
Unlock the best of local entertainment with Hub Plus. Do you have Roku? Download the Hub Plus app today. Dive into exclusive content like Good Morning Cookeville presented by Elevate Real Estate, catch all the action with high school sports from Upper Cumberland Reporter, and stay updated with the latest weather from Upper Cumberland Weather. Plus, enjoy fantastic local shows such as The Randy Porter Show and Cookeville Lifestyles Show. Don't miss out. Download the Roku app now and start exploring.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Wednesday morning forecast. Much quieter and pleasant weather can be expected today. We'll see clearing skies with highs in the mid-70s. Winds will be out of the west at around 10 to 15 miles per hour, gusting to 25 miles per hour at times. Clouds will build back in overnight with lows falling into the mid-50s. West-southwest wind around 5 to 10 miles per hour. A passing disturbance will bring a low chance of showers and thunderstorms to the area Thursday. Highs will top out in the lower 70s. Friday will be our coolest day of the upcoming period with sunny skies and highs in the upper 60s. Be sure you're following Upper Cumberland Weather on Facebook and X for the latest weather information.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila here in the Willow Window Studio. Brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. It's 6:47 now.
And we're excited about who we're going to have on this morning from Blood Assurance. It's Jennifer Wilson. That's after 7. And then at 7:30, Superintendent of Putnam County Schools, Corby King. We'll talk to him about wrapping up the school year.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And then, you know what? It's like a snap of a finger, and then they're right back at school.
Yeah.
It seemed like I remember school being out longer when we were kids.
I think it felt like it because we were just having the time of our lives and didn't have to worry about anything.
I don't know.
Now it just flies by.
It was just long enough for me to forget everything they taught me the year before.
Yeah, me too.
Every day, me and Sheila, we go through a bunch of news stories and we try to find some that are positive and uplifting, and we call it
The Real Good.
Paul Jenkins is a retired Canadian social worker who's on a heartfelt mission. He's traveling across Canada with nothing but 2 folding chairs and a little wooden table. At each stop along his journey, he sets up in public spaces and invites people to talk with the sign that reads, "You are not alone. I will listen."
Oh.
Visitors can talk to Paul about anything for any reason without paying a dime and without judgment from Paul. He says, "I'm there as a fellow human to make connections. I just create that safe space for them, a little bit like the stranger on the airplane that you're never going to see again."
And, you know, sometimes it just helps getting it out how you feel. So he's doing a great thing.
Paul said he's observed that once people start chatting, they talk about anything and everything. He's spoken with people at different points in their life journeys. Some are students, some are recovering from addictions. Many find themselves even at a crossroads, he said. And Paul promises to keep everything confidential. You don't have to worry, he said. You're not going to see me on the street the next day. Because after he folds up his tables and chairs, he's traveling on to the next city to give more people a chance to get it off their chest.
I bet he gains a lot from that too, though.
I bet
he
so.
knows he's helping people and he's connecting with others.
Yeah.
I mean, a real connection.
And as far as I know, he's not like recording it for YouTube or Facebook or anything
It's
like
just
that.
that human connection,
Yeah,
and
he's not trying to be an influencer or
Yeah.
anything like that. He's
which
just,
makes it so much more genuine.
That's very cool. Lillian Vera and Evan Jabok. Wow, that's a lot of letters. Jekubovich.
Djokovic.
They're seniors at Southington High School in Connecticut. And they've been dating 4 months, Lillian and Evan have. They recently decided to celebrate their 4-month anniversary. Remember when you did that when you were in high school? Girls did.
Like, it's our month anniversary.
It's our 4-month anniversary. Anyway, they're lifting the spirits of strangers at Hartford Hospital. They purchased flowers, pens, and note cards and spent time placing the flowers and encouraging notes on windshields of all the cars at the hospital parking lot. The message was simple but powerful. One step at a time. Get better. You'll get through this. They even gave extra flowers to the parking garage attendant before they drove away. We both know how it is to visit people in the hospital or be in the hospital. And it's nice to have something nice when you're leaving, when something hard is happening to you. That's what old Vera said.
Is that what Vera said?
Yeah, Lillian. I hope that it inspires others to do better and be better versions of themselves.
Very nice.
Ain't it, though?
It's very nice. Very sweet.
That Lillian and Evan. I mean, it's real good. It is.
What are you thinking? You're thinking something that's not so good. What are you wanting to say?
I think Evan needs to get out.
He was trying to be so nice. I'm thinking, he paused. He was thinking of something that he caught himself not wanting to say.
I mean, this girl sounds real nice. But unless he wants to be stuck putting flowers on windshields the rest of his life.
Oh, my goodness.
Like even during football season.
She might take a break for him to watch football. Maybe he's not into football.
Watch out, Evan.
That's a slippery slope.
Blink twice if you need our help.
So even guys think the girls could be too nice too. You want a little edge to them?
Well, I mean, if she wants to be nice, that's fine. But that don't mean that I've got to go be nice with you every time.
Oh.
If you want to go and.
That's why it's hard for me. I try to force him to be nice, y'all.
Yeah.
He just can't be as nice as me.
Anyway, to Paul Jenkins, the guy.
I kid because I care.
Traveling Canada, talking to people, and to Lillian and poor old Evan. Y'all are real good.
You're real sweet, Evan.
All right. Yeah, you're sweet for going with her.
Oh, that's funny.
Notice the quote didn't come from him.
Yeah. He's like, I about had enough of this flowers on the windshield.
When they went and got a quote, they went to Lillian.
Mm-hmm.
Evan was like, talk to her.
Talk to her. She's the one who does all this. I just
don't know.
tag along because she makes me.
I just carried the flowers. That's all I know. All right, Sheila, you ready for round 3 of Ask Sheila?
I'm ready.
Okay, here we go.
I got this. That's what Jim said. His I'm waiting.
The average person will spend about 11 hours of their lives doing this.
11 hours.
11 hours of your whole life. So, I mean, it's not a lot. For your whole life, it's not a lot of time, but it is annoying time.
Waiting in line.
It is definitely waiting, not necessarily in line, though. You are waiting on
hold.
Waiting on hold.
Because I was thinking, I just did that yesterday.
Yeah.
I had to call something about the insurance, and I'm like, Man, it's you are 10th in line. And then I'm thinking, 10, that's not too bad.
Yeah. That's awful.
I waited like 10 or 15 minutes.
When
I just put the phone down. I didn't sit there. Put the phone down and
I have Twin Lakes internet now, but before I could get Twin Lakes, I had another company, and I had to call them a lot.
Yeah.
Because
there was a lot wrong.
Yes. And they had a specific hold music, and I could almost, if I heard it now, I would have like flashbacks.
Oh my goodness. PTSD from hold music.
From hold music, yeah.
It's a real thing.
Let's see here. According to a recent study, the average person spends almost 4 days a year doing this.
4 days a year. A hint?
I bet Donna spends more than 4 days a year doing this.
Okay. We were talking about this.
Mm-hmm.
Finding the perfect parking spot.
Finding the perfect parking spot.
That's good. That was a good hint.
I knew you'd get it with that. At Donna, she will look and look and look for her parking spot, the perfect parking spot.
I do that in the rain.
She hunts them. And she'll be like,
I think it's more of a girl thing.
oh, I think I see that person moving. Look how good that parking spot is.
Sometimes I swear they stay there with those backup lights on just to make you mad.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I want to ram into them or nothing.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking, are you just doing that because you know I'm waiting?
But she'll pass up a perfectly good parking spot if she sees somebody moving out of a better one.
She feels like it's the get for her.
Right. And then she'll sit there, she'll stalk them and be like, I'm here.
I'm here. You better get to moving.
And we've sat and waited for someone to move before.
It's almost like she likes to be a bully about it.
I don't know what it is, but
I love Donna. She's sweet.
she hunts those parking spaces like it's her job.
She's eagle eye on that.
Yeah. Good for her.
Too right then.
Yeah.
And that one, I definitely got it from your hint. I don't think I would have gotten it if it wasn't for your hint. So there you go. I bragged on you.
The average person spends 15 months of their lives doing this. What is it?
15
so over
months.
a year of your life, the average spends doing this. Wow.
Over a year of your life doing this.
15 months. The average person spends 15 months of their lives.
Would that be
doing
waiting
this.
in line for something?
No, it's not. It's not waiting in line. It's more of it's something that you would be doing at home.
They'd be sleeping more than that. I almost said sleeping, but I think it'd be more than a year.
It's I'll only.
Is it?
This one's hard to give a hint to. I'm sorry.
Is it trying to find things to watch?
Yes.
It is?
Trying to find things to watch.
Because we do a lot of.
Yeah, deciding what to watch
we'll
on TV.
Go through, because we're not. We've got the streaming stuff, and we'll go through. Oh, do we want to watch that? No. And then we'll watch a little trailer, and like, well, that don't look as good as we thought, and then before you know it, we've wasted 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Just trying to find something.
Yeah.
30 minutes because we've watched little trailers here and
Yeah.
there, and then I'm like, I'm done with this.
I just put it on something and let it roll. It's because it's not necessarily that I want to sit down and watch something. Just
You want to have background noise.
something needs to be on.
Which reminds us, you can have it on Hub Plus, and you can scroll over to 107.7 Grace FM and have that on in the background
That's
too.
true. Yeah, you could. And from what I understand, so they postponed the softball and baseball tournament yesterday. The TSSAA did. And from what I understand, that'll happen today, same schedule.
Okay.
So we'll have Gordonsville softball on Hub Plus, also Upperman baseball on Hub Plus. I'll have to double check that and make sure that the times are the same for the tournament. But I think they are. I think they just moved everything to today. So we'll double check that and get back with you. But that's all coming up a little bit later. Stay tuned. Got some great guests coming in. Jennifer Wilson from Blood Assurance. Also, Corby King will be here as well. So stick around. It's Good Morning Cookeville. live in the Willow Window studio. We'll be right back.
TRN News.
Memphis city leaders pushing back after FBI Director Kash Patel called their city the nation's homicide capital and announced plans to send a federal task force. Mayor Paul Young welcomed the assistance but emphasized the city is already seeing results through local efforts to target fugitives and gangs. Shelby County Mayor Lee Harris and Senator Brent Taylor voiced support, with Taylor suggesting the Memphis field office might be reopening. City data showing 90 homicides so far this year. A Nashville family offering a $20,000 reward for information leading to the driver in the deadly hit-and-run crash. Robert Jones was hit and killed on West Trinity Lane near the exit ramp from I-65 North on April 4th. Dashcam video from another driver showing a black Nissan Murano striking Jones, then fleeing the scene. Jones's family is pleading for the driver to come forward. They're asking anyone with information to call Metro Nashville Police. I'm Lee Mowen.
Number 1 for news from across the state. This is the Tennessee Radio Network.
It takes 12 years to create a graduate. It takes about the same time to create a dropout. The difference between a child becoming one or the other could be you. Studies prove that reading to a child regularly dramatically improves reading skills. And kids who read well by 3rd grade are 4 times as likely to graduate. So United Way is calling for 1 million volunteers over the next 3 years. We're asking you to step up, make a pledge, tutor a child who needs help, mentor a kid who needs someone on their side. Volunteer to read to children. Make a difference. Because when a child advances, we all advance. Entire communities improve. The path to success or failure starts long before graduation day. And the difference between a graduate and a dropout could be you. Be a reader, tutor or mentor. Give, advocate, volunteer. Live United. Take the pledge. Go to liveunited.org now. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Governor Bill Lee has denied a reprieve for a death row inmate set to die tomorrow. Oscar Smith will be executed Thursday for the 1989 murders of his estranged wife and her 2 sons. The governor on Tuesday refused a request to pause all executions in Tennessee because of a pending lawsuit, which claims the state is not sourcing the drugs used in executions legally. Meantime, Memphis leaders have ideas after the city labeled the homicide capital of America. FBI Director Kash Patel on Monday announced plans to send a federal task force to Memphis to tackle this problem. Mayor Paul Young welcomed the assistance, but emphasized the city is already seeing results through local efforts to target fugitives and gangs. Shelby County Mayor Lee Harris and Senator Brent Taylor also voiced support, with Taylor suggesting the FBI might reopen their Memphis field office. And the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum in Nashville showcasing a Tennessee legend, Dolly Parton, Journey of a Seeker, opening yesterday. Fans got an inside look at Dolly's 60-year career. It runs through September 30th next year. I'm Lee Mowen, Tennessee Radio Network News.
From the Cookeville Communications News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. Governor Bill Lee has denied Oscar Smith's request for clemency ahead of his execution tomorrow. A reprieve from Lee was Smith's last legal avenue to avoid his execution for killing his estranged wife and her sons in 1989. Smith will be the first person executed through the state's new lethal injection protocol, which was put in place late last year. TDOT will suspend all construction-related lane closures on interstate and state routes this Memorial Day weekend. A press release said suspensions will take place from noon Friday until 6 a.m. Tuesday. AAA expecting a record-breaking number of motorists to take road trips this weekend, predicting more than 800,000 Tennesseans will travel the roadways for Memorial Day. That's compared to more than 783,000 last year. Monterey employees will be getting a new health insurance provider for the new fiscal year starting July 1st. The town's board of mayor and aldermen voted 5-3 to change to a new broker Monday. Officials say that new plan will save the town over $40,000 per year. That's the news from the Cookeville Communications News Center. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Wednesday morning forecast. Much quieter and pleasant weather can be expected today. We'll see clearing skies with highs in the mid-70s. Winds will be out of the west at around 10 to 15 miles per hour, gusting to 25 miles per hour at times. Clouds will build back in overnight with lows falling into the mid-50s. West-southwest wind around 5 to 10 miles per hour. A passing disturbance will bring a low chance of showers and thunderstorms to the area Thursday. Highs will top out in the lower 70s. Friday will be our coolest day of the upcoming period with sunny skies and highs in the upper 60s. Be sure you're following Upper Cumberland Weather on Facebook and X for the latest weather information.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Wake up, Cookeville, it's a brand new day. Jason and Sheila got so much to say. From the heart of Putnam to the downtown streets, they're bringing you the buzz, the people you'll meet. Tuning dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's a place to go. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. From festivals to fairs, local art to the games, they're keeping you connected, knowing all the names. With laughter and stories, the hour flies by. Jason and Sheila keep the good vibes high. Tune in, dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's a show to know. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. Oh, good morning, Cookeville. Every morning feels so bright with local voices by your side. Jason and Sheila keep it real. Cookeville's heartbeat you can feel. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. So grab your coffee, start your day. Good morning, Cookeville's on the way.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila. We're here in the Willow Window Studio. Good morning, Cookeville's brought to you by Elevate Real Estate at 707.
Miss Jennifer Wilson is with Blood Assurance. She's the account manager there, and they're going to have a blood drive tomorrow at the library. We'll talk to her about that in just a few moments. But account manager, now do you manage everybody that comes in and say, you get over here, you get over there? What does that mean, though?
So the account manager, I'm pretty much in charge of getting the blood drive set up. I need to go find the places for our next drive to be.
That's hard work, Jennifer.
It really is. There's a lot of places that we're not allowed to go because the property manager and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So we try and go to a lot of factories because there's a bigger population, and only 3% of the people inside of that place donate. So you have to think about that.
Oh, wow. So you take the bus everywhere you go. Is it the bus that's set up with, how many seats are on that? Is it 3?
There's 4.
4.
So we have 4 seats on our particular mobile.
And when we say seats, that's like where you can stretch out and donate blood.
Yeah, those are the 4 beds. We call them beds because you literally lay back and your feet
Yeah.
are already in there.
It is really, like, if you've never been on one, it's very impressive how the setup is.
Yes. Yeah, we have everything we need right there.
You should market it as a place to take naps.
You know, there's a lot of people that say that.
Yeah, for people at work, hey, come on out to the nap bus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
And
when
that's
they-
how you get them
And
on.
when they fall asleep, jab them.
Yeah, there you go. That'd be the way to do it, really.
I told you he was waiting to show off while the microphones were on.
That'd be a great idea. I mean,
He's all for napping now.
it's-
It's like after lunch, and you take a little nap, a little siesta, and then you go, now, while you're relaxing and not thinking about it, we're going to take your blood.
yeah, I think it's the perfect time to do it.
Oh, good. Well, you can come take a nap tomorrow.
Yeah,
Well-
you'll be at the Putnam County Library.
Well, y'all were talking before we went on the air about people who pass out.
Yeah.
So
How often does that happen?
I pass out every time I've given blood. I've passed out.
Oh, you too?
Yeah.
I knew you had.
The worst time, and I'll just tell them myself here.
All right, then.
This is the worst time. So I'd never given blood before. And so I went to, this was at a mall in Lancaster, Ohio. I was
Of all places.
up there on the radio in Columbus.
That may have been why you passed out.
And
you
so
weren't here.
went to the blood drive and all that stuff. Again, never given blood before, so I didn't really know what was going to happen. So they take my blood, everything's fine. I'm walking out of the mall, all of a sudden I pass out and pee my pants. Right there in the middle of the mall.
Something about passing out made you pee in your pants?
Yeah.
Have you had that before?
Yes, that does happen.
Oh, so it's just like the passing out just as they feel
your
free.
body just kind of relaxing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that was the.
So were you really worked up before?
No, I wasn't. I did because I mean, shots don't bother me when they've taken blood at the doctor. It's never bothered me. So I figured that
It may have been that pint of blood because let me tell you, I have felt fantastic after giving blood before, and I thought, this is stupid of me. I'm going to go get groceries. I started walking around getting the groceries, feeling good, and then halfway through the store, I'm like, my legs are feeling like noodles. And I thought, I better get to the cash register and get home.
Yeah.
And then I laid down because
Well,
I tried to do too much right after that.
My thinking was, and that's exactly what I think happened to me was I didn't wait the proper amount of time.
Yes.
To get going because we were going to go do something else. You know,
It's not
and
listening to instructions. We're
that's-
being rebels.
I'm sure that's what it was for me because after you give blood, you need to like wait a little while, have a snack, and all that stuff.
For about 15 minutes.
But I will tell you, there is such thing now. I get this. There's like a donor high because I feel like I've helped 3 people. I'm helping 3 people right now because that's how much a pint usually helps.
Really?
It can help 3 people.
Huh.
One donation saves 3 lives.
Isn't that great?
That
so
is-
I'm like, and then I thought, I feel re-energized. And I'm thinking, Sheila, you just feel good because you know you're helping people. Now go rest.
There's a lot of people that they say it does give them energy. I mean, it's supposed
I
to
just
really
tell
get
them
your
it's
body
like a car. I'm getting my oil changed.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
The more times that you do it, do you find that people get more used to it? Your body recovers a little bit faster, or okay,
For sure, because the first time that you do it, your body's just kind of not understanding what's happening.
Yeah.
And so the more that you do it, the better you know what to experience, you know what's going to come and everything. So
And I would say you're more comfortable because you have been through it before. It's not a big deal.
right, yeah. Well, and the thing is that too is you probably don't force people out. You know, you make sure that they're fine to go on about their day. Yeah, yeah.
we give everybody the
I think those Ohio people just didn't know what the hell they were doing.
They weren't blood assurance.
They weren't blood assurance, and I should have waited.
You get your hometown people here in Cookeville.
I
They take care of
apologize.
you.
I apologize for not waiting. What time does the blood drive start at the library?
It's from 1 to 5 tomorrow.
1 to 5. Okay. So now, what are the rules? Because that's after lunch.
It's after lunch, so we just recommend that people have a good steady meal at least 4 hours before they donate.
And that makes a huge difference.
It makes a whole huge difference.
Yeah.
If you eat a good meal before you donate, then you're more likely to have a better donation.
Okay.
Yeah, and you don't feel it as weak after.
So it's not like when you're going to the doctor and you have to, get blood for labs. So
Yeah, the opposite. They don't want you to eat.
good to know. I didn't know that. I thought it'd be the same.
It's funny how when you follow instructions, it goes a lot better.
Yeah, it does. And I mean, we've had several people who have been our lifetime donors, and they'll come in one time because they've been donating all this time and they won't eat, and then they have a reaction that time.
It's a huge difference. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
We say the things we say for a reason.
So eat.
And I feel like
eat
even if you
before.
don't want a cookie, eat a cookie afterwards or
Well, who doesn't ever want a cookie?
well, sometimes you don't, you're thinking, okay, I'm fine. And, they'll take care of you here in
Well,
Cookeville. They'll go, Sheila, you need to eat something.
I'm gonna take a cookie anytime anybody offers a cookie.
They have good treats at Blood Assurance.
I think most people would. So show up at the library. Look for the blood assurance bus.
Do they need an appointment?
No, they don't have to have an appointment. We accept walk-ins. If you want to make an appointment, you can go online and make an appointment.
Gotcha. A lot of we'll get into this after the break, but when you do give blood with blood assurance, where does the blood go, and how does that help within our community? We'll get into that a little bit later, if that's okay. Yeah. All right. It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. Hang out with us. We'll be right back.
Discover unbeatable value at Freedom Pawn, your ultimate one-stop shop. Conveniently located at 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta, we offer a vast selection of guns, ammo, knives, instruments, cameras, game systems, jewelry, tools, kayaks, trailers, and more. Whether you're buying, selling, or trading, our expert team is here to help. We're now open on Mondays, so visit Freedom Pawn Monday through Saturday. Come see us and experience the difference. Freedom Pawn, the friendliest and cleanest pawn shop in the Upper Cumberland.
Your home, your sanctuary. This includes your outdoor haven as well as the interior of your home. Willow Window can elevate your outdoors today with elegant and innovative products from Summer Space. From awnings and outdoor shades to porch enclosure systems, transform your porch to your favorite part of your home. Summer Space has the perfect solution specific to your needs. Call Willow Window today for your free estimate, 931-WINDOW-1.
Unlock the best of local entertainment with Hub Plus. Do you have Roku? Download the Hub Plus app today. Dive into exclusive content like Good Morning Cookeville presented by Elevate Real Estate, catch all the action with high school sports from Upper Cumberland Reporter, and stay updated with the latest weather from Upper Cumberland Weather. Plus, enjoy fantastic local shows such as The Randy Porter Show and Cookeville Lifestyles Show. Don't miss out. Download the Roku app now and start exploring.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila. We're in the Willow Window Studio. Good morning, Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. It is 7:16.
Jennifer Wilson with Blood Assurance is with us. And blood assurance is so important to our community because you guys provide the blood for Cookeville Regional Medical Center, our own hospital.
Yep, we do. We are the sole provider for our hospital. Every donation that's donated to us, it goes to all of our local communities. So.
That's great.
So is it I don't mean to say, is it just Cookeville Hospital or is it all?
No, we have several hospitals. So if you think of it this way, wherever there's a blood assurance, those are the hospitals that we're providing for.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah, and we're slowly growing.
So do y'all have blood assurance in Chattanooga too?
We do. Mm-hmm. We provide for Vanderbilt as well.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. That's like, so, I don't know, Smithville, how far do you go, like going toward Nashville?
See, so we even have blood centers there in Nashville and mobiles that go out all throughout Nashville.
That's impressive.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. And then, so when you do give blood, it stays here and it helps, say, local people. How much, I mean, this may sound like a dumb question, but I mean, how much blood does the hospital go through?
A lot.
Yes, a lot. So we need over 500 donations a day just to keep blood on the shelves.
Oh, wow.
In need.
Critical,
yes.
Oh my gosh, I didn't.
So I mean, we're always hearing they're in critical need, but they are. Think of how many people new to the area, how many people pass by that may be on I-40 having wrecks that were taken to Cookeville.
I mean, I get it. Cookeville Regional's all the time packed. I mean,
but it's hard to imagine how much blood they go through because we don't do that every day.
No.
So, but that's a lot.
Wow.
That's a lot of need.
500 donors a day. So that's 500 pints.
Yes, we need over that to keep blood on all of our hospital shelves.
So when you go give blood, is a pint what you give?
Yes,
okay.
Give a pint.
All right.
Give a pint, and the average human has around 8 to 10 pints of blood in their body.
Well, that's an interesting stat. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I can't wait till they ask that at bar trivia one night.
Hey, ding, 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 I know.
I know that one. 8 to 10. If they argue me, I'm going to call you. Yeah.
Oh, and y'all give free shirts too. I need to tell them about that.
Yes. So this month, for the rest of this month, we're giving out T-shirts, and they're the red, white, and blue. They're the Memorial Day Follow My Lead T-shirts.
Oh, you're getting on a best T-shirt because if it's red, white, and blue, it's about America.
That's right.
Yes.
Give your blood for America.
What is the biggest need or like type of blood? Because I know there's different different types, and I know there's the one that's what is it, O positive or O negative? That's the everybody blood.
So it's O negative.
O negative, yeah, that's right.
They use O negative in all the traumas because most of the time, whenever a trauma happens, they don't know their blood type, so they pull O negative from the shelf to give it to.
Isn't that crazy that works on anybody? That's such a great thing.
So I mean, is that like the holy grail of blood for you?
That's the one that we need the most, just because it's universal.
He's setting you up for that because I think he has that.
That's what I have. Yeah, yeah.
So he's setting up so you can brag and brag.
I was just waiting to hear how great my blood was. That's right.
That. Set it up on the tee so she could just.
Yeah. And here's another dumb question that I've heard about
Jason.
That I've heard about giving blood. With the different vaccinations and things like that, whether you had a COVID vaccination or you didn't have a COVID, does that matter to you all at all?
No, so we still take all the blood. I mean, you go through a series of questions, answer all of the questions. They're very personal. And I mean, but in the long run,
Do you know any that we could ask Sheila right now?
Oh, go ahead. I don't care because I've done it before. I don't care.
She said.
They ask about if you've had tattoos in the last how many days?
I think it's 3 months. In the last 3 months.
3 months.
Piercings last 3 months.
Oh, really?
None of those.
No.
I'm A positive.
You're A positive.
Straight A's.
Now, how many people really want A positive blood?
Oh, listen to him.
I mean, all
she's not going to turn my good blood down.
I was just wondering,
You do have to be at a particular weight. You your blood pressure has to, or your beats per minute has to be under 100.
Pulse, your blood pressure all has to pass. There are many physical and your iron. And iron is one of our biggest ones.
There's
a lot of people.
There's so many people that are low iron.
Really?
Yes, there really is. I guess it's just because the food we eat now,
Huh. Well, I thought, I guess I thought the iron was in a bunch of the food that we eat now. I guess not.
It depends on where you get your food.
Oh.
Yeah.
And how many vegetables you get.
Yes, vegetables are big.
We'll see if the Dipsy Doodle can add iron into their catfish or something.
They have broccoli.
Does that have a bunch of iron in it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Greens have iron in it.
All right. I'm probably good on my.
Jennifer,
I'm probably good on my iron then.
I'm brushing up on my blood assurance.
Very good.
News.
So, how long does it take? You said, I know it's 1 to 5 tomorrow. Putnam County Library, blood assurance will be there. Seriously, go donate, get a T-shirt, get a little snack, eat you a big meal beforehand before you get there. But for working people, how long does that take? And do you send a note back?
So you don't, good girl.
So you don't get in trouble with your boss.
Well, so we don't have doctor's notes, but we have the little pamphlets that we fill out with all your information. So I mean, that kind of shows that you're there. But the process usually takes anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes, and that's all the way through.
Really, the longest part is the questions.
The longest part is the questions, which you can answer those ahead of time the morning of.
Oh, okay.
You can go online and do it?
You can. You can go online to bloodassurance.org.
I did not realize that.
I really think that this internet is going to catch on.
I usually did it the old way. The last time I donated, though, I don't know if I was working. I mean, my beats per minute was like 103. And I'm like, come on, just let me give, because I really wanted to give.
You were all wound up, weren't you?
I was talking. I'd been walking. It was kind of hot, and I'd been walking out in the sun, and I really do think that's what did it.
Sheila's one of those that you'd have to put down.
I'd have to put down. That's not nice to say. No, Jennifer didn't even know how to react.
Put you down for a nap.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what he was talking about. Like I'm an animal, had to put me down.
So when when we're talking about giving blood, and we said 500 pints a day is what keeps it just level. I mean, that's not a surplus. That's just keeping the hospital loaded and ready to go. What is your actual goal then? Is it 500 every day, or do you have a higher goal than that? And can people, how long in between giving can you come back and give again?
So our daily goal for our mobiles, each mobile, are usually around 15 to 20. And that's just to help supply our shelves for the day. And You have to wait to donate whole blood for 56 days. And we have something called the double reds. So you can give double the amount of red cells, and we just give you your platelets and your plasma and some saline back. And that takes 112 days before you're eligible to donate. It's just
yeah,
twice the
that's
time.
not everybody can give the platelets.
And then platelets, we have a platelet donation, but we don't do that on the mobile. But the platelet donation, you can actually go into any facility, and it takes around an hour and a half to do. And you can donate those every 2 weeks.
So, so you only donate your platelets, but then you spin everything else out and put it back in?
Yep, you get your red cells back, a good majority of your plasma and saline whenever you donate platelets.
Oh, isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. I know people that give their platelet. I can't because isn't it height or something too?
So for platelets,
there's something that I didn't qualify for.
Well, probably height.
For platelets, you don't have to be a certain height.
May have been the weight.
It's a trolley gene. So women who have had women who have had children, whenever you get pregnant, you can get something called a trolley gene, and that makes you not eligible to donate platelets. And it happens in more women so than not. So
well, I never had kids. So I don't know what they turned me down for. They just didn't want my platelets. No, I'm kidding. There was something, and I forgot what it was. It was many years ago.
I don't know.
Huh.
Maybe try again. Things could have changed.
She's like, she goes, I'll do my best to get those platelets, girl. But I mean, you're helping a lot of people with that too.
Yes, yeah. Platelets, I mean, are used for trauma. I mean, they clot your blood, is what it is. Platelets
Okay.
are used to clot your blood, and they only have a 5-day shelf life, and so we're always in urgent need for platelets.
Well, that's interesting. You know,
It really isn't, and you think about how many people that you really could potentially help. It's really amazing.
Yeah. And so when you do, if you just go and you give a pint and of the whole blood, now can you use that any way that your needs? So if you need platelets, well, we've got this pint, or do you have to say, hey, I only want my platelets, I want everything else back? I mean, is that a decision that the person who's given the blood makes, or is that a decision that the hospital or someplace is in need of a certain thing, and then you take that pint of blood and do what you need to with it?
So whenever somebody donates and the hospital gets it after they filter everything, they will they'll take everything out and filter it into these separate bags. So you have your plasma in this bag, your platelets in this bag, and then they keep just your red cells in this bag. Okay. And then they'll distribute it from there.
Okay. Man. Yeah. Science,
it's like
man.
a well-oiled machine.
Science is crazy, isn't it?
Pretty interesting.
I mean, is your background like in the health field, or did you? So, are you? Did you study in this beforehand?
Are you thinking phlebotomist?
Or
she's not the one that actually.
Well, I know that, but I guess when you took this job, I mean, how crazy was it to learn all this stuff, or did you already know it before you got there?
So I came into this position from a lead position in the facility.
Okay.
So I have a little bit more intel into the background of how the blood works.
I got you.
All the processes.
So it's almost overwhelming.
Yeah.
All the different things that one that are needed, and how much is needed, and then all the stuff that you can do with blood.
I'm going to brag on y'all's phlebotomists because I've done it several times on the buses. They are fantastic. They really do a good job at calming people and making them feel very comfortable. And that's not everywhere.
Right. Yes,
so blood assurance is great on that.
Yes, we have a very good team. We thrive on that.
And they're fun.
Yes.
I've had fun every time I've done it.
It's a party.
Yeah.
It really is, though. Because I never got too nervous about giving blood. So.
And you know what they say? Ain't no party like a blood assurance party.
That's true.
They say that on the streets.
It's like, get on the bus.
On the streets, they've been saying that. Jennifer, thanks so much for being here. We really do appreciate it. And good luck. It's tomorrow, Putnam County
Library.
Putnam County Library, 1 to 5. Stop in, get some blood, get a snack, and get a T-shirt, right?
If you can't go then, you can go to the blood assurance, just across from the depot, kind of down from it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can walk in, right?
Yep, you can walk in.
Oh, you don't need an appointment for there either?
Don't need an appointment, no.
All right.
Except walk-ins.
That's great. All right, Jennifer, thank you so much.
Thank y'all.
It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. Hang out with us, guys. We'll be right back.
No support from my broker, minimal commission splits, and outdated marketing tools.
Sound familiar? Accelerate your real estate career with Elevate. Experience broker support, coaching, and training on how to make your team successful, competitive commission plans, and cutting-edge marketing tools.
Join our innovative company with a proven system that compresses 3 years of business growth into just 1 year. Please call 931-520-6450. Elevate Real Estate. We help you accelerate.
Never ever, 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 never ever, ever, never been a better time to buy a new Ford than right now. Hey guys, this is Jeff Root, General Manager at Ford Lincoln of Cookeville. For a limited time, Ford has announced employee pricing for everyone. You pay what we pay. Everyone gets employee pricing. There's never ever, ever, ever been a better time to buy a new Ford than right now. Come see us, 1600 Interstate Drive, or visit us online anytime at FordLincolnofCookeville.com. See dealer for details. Some exclusions apply.
Did you know that all of our stations have some great half-price Upper Cumberland deals? You're supporting local businesses and getting great savings at the same time.
Businesses like Fog Light Food House, CG's Boutique, The Exceptional Bean, Fire and Vine Restaurant and Rooftop Bar, and the Royal House of Cheese.
Visit any of the Cookeville Communications station websites for more information or to purchase a half-price gift card.
Good morning, Cookeville. I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report. Tennessee Tech sophomore catcher Mac Whitcomb earned the OVC Player of the Year award in baseball yesterday. He's the 5th Golden Eagle all-time to earn the award. Whitcomb batted .362 with 15 home runs and 55 runs driven in this season. 7 other Golden Eagles earned all OVC honors for a total of 8 Tech baseball players. Walker Buehler made his return on the mound for the Boston Red Sox last night and only lasted 3 innings in his return from the IL. After arguing balls and strikes with home plate umpire Mike Estabrook, he was ejected. Red Sox manager Alex Cora was also ushered out after he gave his 2 cents. In the MLB last night, the Braves fell to the Nationals 5-3. Red Sox beat the Mets 2-0. Reds fell to the Pirates 1-0, and the Cubs beat the Marlins 14-1. Join us today for 3 broadcasts from the Spring Fling. First at 11, the Gordonsville softball team plays Halls to open up the 1A state tournament. Win or lose, they'll play at 5 o'clock against Hollow Rock Brewston or Oakdale. Then at 6:30, the Upperman Bees baseball team takes on Chester County. You can listen to the games on the main UCR Facebook page and YouTube channel. I'm Jacob Vinson, and that was the UCR Sports Report.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila. We're in the Willow Window Studio. Good morning, Cookeville's brought to you by Elevate Real Estate at 732.
And we have Putnam County School Superintendent with us, Corby King. A busy time of year for him, but he's been generous enough to come in here. And you were saying hi to Jennifer, who was in with Blood Assurance, yes. Jennifer Wilson. You said that some of the students are able to give blood. Yes. And they can get a cord at their graduation?
Absolutely. So we have blood drives at all of our high schools, a couple times a year at each one.
I didn't even realize y'all did that. That's great.
We do. We partner with Blood Assurance. I'm actually on the Blood Assurance board. That's how I knew Jennifer. Those folks do a great job over there. So I'm so happy you have them on and talking about the blood drive tomorrow. But for our students and teachers who want to give, students 16, 17, 18 year high school students with parent permission can give blood. They get to get out of class for an hour or so while they go over.
Get that parent permission. I can get out of class. I'll donate.
No, I'd have signed up for that in a heartbeat.
They also help people then by doing that.
It absolutely helps. Our health classes help run that. Our medical assisting and nursing services, medical services classes, those help.
So
the
that
HOSA
helps
clubs,
those students too,
right?
by being involved.
For sure signed up for that.
It absolutely does. The HOSA clubs help kind of coordinate and work with the folks at Blood Assurance and setting up and logging students in and making sure all the forms are checked.
Provide a lot for our hospital here.
I would like to see it grow a little bit, but yes, they get several units from the blood drives. like always, we'd like to see a little more participation. And they check in the students to make sure they're eligible to donate. They get a cord for graduation. So now we're here at graduation season. That's a big deal, having
So if they donate a certain amount.
So if they donate, I think just once, they get a cord, maybe twice. But yeah, and then there's a super donor cord that they can get. That's like, I think 4 times maybe over their high school career, something like that. But it's a cool thing.
It is cool.
Well, thanks for being involved with that. I think that's a great thing for students to get involved
with. It is. We have students and teachers who give every time the bus is there. We have a core group, and it's really good to see it, and giving back to the community and the community service and talking about that. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
Well, the school year is almost over. Got all the graduations this coming weekend or tomorrow.
They do. So we had adult education last night. In years past, that's been our last graduation ceremony. This year, they changed things up a little bit, and we started out. So what a great way to start the week with our adult learners. We had an 83-year-old graduate last night.
Oh,
no kidding.
Adult ed.
I love that.
It is not too late to go back and get that high school equivalency. I can't even say it this morning, but equivalency diploma. We had students walking last night ranging from age 17 to 83.
Wow.
Did that 83-year-old, you talk to them about why they wanted to go back and get that
It was just something that I always kind of wanted to do. And it's such an standing ovation from everybody there.
Of course.
All the students, as soon as they called his name and he came across, all the students were up. I mean, it was,
oh, man.
It was great. But a good kickoff to the week.
I bet he was an inspiration
Absolutely.
to everybody. It's like, if this guy's going to show up every day.
I'm going to be there. I'm going to complete this.
I'm going to get that done.
Those are students often, it's a non-traditional pathway, but for them, just life kind of hit them, got in the way of some things and changed their plans. But the perseverance to stay, get the diploma was huge.
Yeah.
Good start for the week. We have Vital, our virtual school graduation, Thursday night, 6 o'clock at the Edge. All of these are going to be live streamed on our Putnam County School System Facebook page. Buddy Pearson and a couple of folks on his team are setting that up. So Vital School Thursday night at 6, Upperman High School Friday night at 6 at Hooper Evelyn. Cookeville High School Saturday morning at 10 o'clock at Hooper Evelyn, and Monterey High School at 4 o'clock at Monterey High School.
You'll be jumping around to all of them, won't you?
Be at all of them. We get to shake everybody's hands this weekend.
You won't be able to get into a restaurant this weekend.
Oh, no.
Yeah, eat early.
Eat early.
Combine that with Memorial Day and the weather.
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
The weather forecast isn't looking great, so the outdoor plans to grill and all the things, it might push people indoors. But I did notice this morning there's a chance that it might hold off till Sunday.
Well, we hope so.
We're going to hope so. Hope that the rain will let us get through Friday and Saturday and celebrate with the graduates.
I hope so too. Yeah. When is the last day of school for the majority of the students?
You get everybody all fired up this morning. It's actually not until next Friday.
Next Friday.
Yeah, we've got to come back. This is the year, this year and next year. It is this year, next year. We come back after Memorial Day. We have Tuesday, Wednesday next week that are full days. Thursday is the old teacher work day. So really the last full day is Wednesday. Friday's just that come in, get your report card, pick that up, get the grades.
I got to tell you, if I was a senior and I've already walked the stage,
seniors are done.
Okay.
The seniors are done.
Because, I wouldn't have shown up anyway.
You got that diploma.
You got the diploma. We can't take it away now.
That's right.
I'm not giving it back.
Yeah, that's right. Now, the seniors are done. It's the underclassmen that still have to come back. And it's exams and award ceremonies next week. So most of the heavy work is done this week.
It's a fun week.
It is. Some of the exams have already started, but next week, Tuesday and Wednesday, our elementary schools, middle schools will have all of their award ceremonies. Some of our high school students who are not exempt from their exams will have to come in and take their exams, but they're typically only in school a half day for those.
Right.
They come in, they take their exams, and then they leave for the afternoon.
Mr. King, has it changed some with the annual signing? I don't know if it's like, do people still do that? Do the kids still do that?
They do.
Their yearbook?
Yeah, their
Yes, the yearbook signing. They do. I don't know if it's as big a deal as it was when we were there.
Because I know times have changed. Everybody's on their cell phone now.
It is. We'd pass those things around. We'd beg the teachers to give us some free time. Yeah. We'd beg the teachers to let us out of class for a little bit. Even as classroom teacher in a middle school. Yearbook day, we just knew there wasn't much going to happen, so we would plan an afternoon thing. So we'd take the kids out to the baseball field, and all right, you got 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Go get all the signing done, and then we're going to put them away. We're going to come back in, and we're going to go back to class. But you got 30, 45 minutes here. Go find everybody.
It's fun when you find your old yearbook and you're like,
read this.
and you read the stuff.
Never change, man.
Never change. Yeah.
And all the teachers would always go, best wishes.
Oh, yeah,
best wishes. You know I'm better than that.
I didn't understand some of that until you become a teacher, and you have to sign 100.
Yeah.
Well, and you've got to sign 130 of those things, and you've got to remember, like, that's it. They look. Well, what did they say about you? What did they put yours?
Oh, yeah.
You can get in trouble real quick.
Yeah, find that one, just 2 or 3 sentence thing like this is just. I'm gonna put this one at everybody's. That's safe.
Aren't you glad we don't have yearbooks at work?
Well, yeah.
Because I'd be going, well, Jason, is that all I get? Best wishes?
What I think, what I think would be funny is like go back, and they'll put, hey, call me anytime. We'll hang out.
I'll never forget you. We're always going to be friends.
To pick up the phone 40 years later and be all like, hey, what's up?
40.
You didn't forget me, right?
I'm talking about like from junior high.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Hey, what's up?
Just call them and say, hey, what's up?
Here in my yearbook from
Call
1989 that you call you anytime.
Now, there's an exercise. That's something you should bring on the radio one morning. Bring the yearbooks in.
Call our folks.
Bring the yearbooks. Let's look and see. And you find a couple of those and call them at 6:30 in the morning. Hey, it says
you said call anytime here in my yearbook from 1989.
We've been wide awake for 2 hours now.
Does this still count? I mean, is there a?
Well, I bet they wouldn't like us anymore.
By the way, you're on air this morning, but let's talk.
You're live on air.
Haven't seen you in 35.
Since ninth grade.
Haven't seen you in 35 years.
Hey, girl, hey.
Hey, girl, hey.
But that's the end of school year that I remember, though, having fun like that.
That could be fun, guys. I think you should do that.
Well, we'll see.
Celebrate the end of the school year, right?
Yeah, that would be a good way to celebrate the end of the school. So you're talking about some of the other schools having like award ceremonies and things like that. Like what are those? Are they for sports, academics, all the above?
All the above.
Okay.
It is. The elementary, every school's a little bit different. Some schools, all the grade levels will have an awards day. Some will just have for one grade level or one class. We really leave that to the principals and teachers at the schools. They all have their own identity. Some schools, all the students get an award. Some schools, it's just the top academic performers or those receiving academic or athletic awards and things like that. So it's just a little different everywhere. But it's fun days for the kids and the parents.
With I was reading, I guess I don't know when this happened, maybe sometime this week, that Prescott Middle School is redesignated as a STEAM
school,
so
right? It started.
What is STEAM school, and what does that mean for the students there?
Really, the curriculum is about the same. You're going to get me in trouble this morning. The curriculum really is about the same at all of our schools.
Okay.
We all follow the same social studies, science, English, math standards. We all use the same textbooks, the same things. The STEAM just says that the teachers and staff's putting a little more focus on science, technology, engineering, art, math. That's what STEAM stands for. They'll add a project or two in somewhere during the year, maybe a school-wide project that focuses within that STEAM realm. Build that into the curriculum. They'll do that a couple of times throughout the year. So just a little extra focus, at certain periods in that STEAM realm. But the curriculum, the scope, the sequence that the students follow, K-8, it's the same. Really, K-8, it's K-12. But our students follow the same one. They're all across Putnam County.
Okay. But just, if you're going to Prescott Middle School, then there might be an extra project or two.
Might be an extra something that's thrown in. The teachers build something in a couple of times throughout the year, maybe a school-wide project or something like that they work on, focus on.
Well, do the teachers have to go through extra training to get to
there's a little
certification?
There's a little PD that's involved, professional development. Sorry, we use so many acronyms at Ed World. There's a little bit of professional development that's involved for the teachers.
Call that program director.
That's right. Yes. Yeah. But a little paperwork involved, for the the teachers, principals, and others. Just, hey, here's what we do in this with science, with technology, whatever that may be, as they're looking at their focus. Just kind of outlining on paper what they do in that realm again throughout the year. Not huge differences really from what the others do.
And the summertime for educators, you hear a lot of educators, they get the whole summer off. How lucky
Don't say that to them; they
are
get
they?
mad.
Well, as the son of two educators,
there's a lot of teacher training.
I can tell you that they do get a few days off there. There's a lot of stuff that goes on through the summer, so I want to go through that with Corby King, superintendent of schools, just because teachers I don't think get the pats on the back or love that they deserve.
Agree. Yeah.
Again, as a child of two, that's how I feel at least. So. We'll talk to Superintendent of Putnam County Schools, Corby King, a little bit more. Coming up, it's Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. Be right back.
Elevate your space with high-quality window treatments from Willow Window. Our dedicated team crafts custom solutions featuring sleek blinds, elegant shades, custom interior and exterior shutters, and luxury drapery tailored to your style. Transform your windows into stunning focal points that enhance your home's charm. Reach out to us today for your complimentary estimate. 931-WINDOW-1.
Unlock the best of local entertainment with Hub Plus. Do you have Roku? Download the Hub Plus app today. Dive into exclusive content like Good Morning Cookeville presented by Elevate Real Estate, catch all the action with high school sports from Upper Cumberland Reporter, and stay updated with the latest weather from Upper Cumberland Weather. Plus, enjoy fantastic local shows such as The Randy Porter Show and Cookeville Lifestyles Show. Don't miss out. Download the Roku app now and start exploring.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Wednesday morning forecast. Much quieter and pleasant weather can be expected today. We'll see clearing skies with highs in the mid-70s. Winds will be out of the west at around 10 to 15 miles per hour, gusting to 25 miles per hour at times. Clouds will build back in overnight with lows falling into the mid-50s. West-southwest wind around 5 to 10 miles per hour. A passing disturbance will bring a low chance of showers and thunderstorms to the area Thursday. Highs will top out in the lower 70s. Friday will be our coolest day of the upcoming period with sunny skies and highs in the upper 60s. Be sure you're following Upper Cumberland Weather on Facebook and X for the latest weather information.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here in the Willow Window Studio. Good morning, Cookeville's brought to you by Elevate Real Estate, 746.
Putnam County Superintendent, Mr. Corby King, is with us, and we're talking about ending the school year, which the last day is on the 30th.
Yes.
And then teachers, everybody's like, oh, well, they've got summer vacation, all that. Well, they get a few days off, but they still do a lot of work and in-service training and all that during the summer break.
It really is. There's so much that happens in the summer to, one, just to wrap up and close out the school year, but then getting ready for next year, coming back. When the school year's over, they still got to pack up their classroom. They've got all the final grades. That's that work day that's built in next week.
Mm-hmm.
Teachers still have a lot of paperwork, cumulative records, that permanent file that you hear about that follows you your whole life. There really is such a thing as a permanent file.
I'd like to check
the
into
grades have to be there.
Good.
We could probably check into that sometime.
It's top secret.
Top secret.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of work that they have to do next week. So once they wrap up and go, there's some that will still come in, and then we've got summer school now, which is 4 weeks.
Bless the summer school teachers.
Man. It starts June 2nd right off the bat. We run summer school through the end of June.
Mm-hmm.
So those teachers really only have a couple of weeks before they're right back into the thick of professional development, all the training things that have to happen. When I started teaching 27 years ago, we had about 3 months in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
That was before we had this calendar that we have now with the breaks, the 2-week fall break.
It was longer. We were right.
It felt longer.
It was.
To us,
Yeah.
So I was thinking, well, maybe it's just because we were kids.
It was, but
we were talking about didn't summer break feel longer when we were kids?
I think part of that's because we were kids.
Yeah, sure.
And time just passed slower. As we get older, the Ecclesiastes is right. Everything just moves faster. the days pass faster, and as kids, it felt like forever. Not that way anymore, especially for teachers. But we started with the 2-week breaks and things that we built in. We just get more time off throughout the year. We still went 180 days, just like we do today, but the breaks were longer.
Right.
So teachers really have, there's probably 2 or 3 good weeks off in the summer that they have that they can truly
that's not a lot when you're
step
thinking
away.
how much the kids get.
That's right.
Yeah.
For the teachers, they can truly step away and they can kind of decompress and just.
And Lord knows they deserve it.
Through. It's a lot.
Could you imagine being in charge of 30 or so kids?
No, I don't want it. That's
every
why I
single day. Unbelievable.
The mental side of that is taxing because it's not just being in charge. If you're in that elementary school with 20 kids or 25, depending on the grade level, up to a middle school, high school where you've got 130 to 150 kids. Over the course of 180 days, you kind of take on some of their baggage too.
Sure.
You get to know those kids. You know what's going on in their homes and their home lives, and they're sharing these things with you, and that's a lot to shoulder as well. So there's a mental side of this that people don't take into consideration, and they don't think about that weighs on the teachers.
Right.
When
and they're teachers because they care. About
that's
the
right.
students.
That's what you want. They tend to wear their feelings on their sleeves. They're they're the most empathetic people, which is what we want. That's who we want caring for our children. But when you're hearing about this student telling you, well, we may or may not get dinner tonight, we don't know where we're going to sleep tonight, and those things really do happen too often, sadly. And teachers go home and they carry that with them. And so they need time to decompress and get away. And even then, you're worried about that student that told you, that how's it going to be for them over the summer. We know that some of the discipline in students who have some of the trauma issues kind of tends to increase anytime we approach a break, whether it be the fall break, Christmas break, spring break. If we're going to have an extended break, discipline and things tend to increase, and the kids, they're acting out. They really don't want to go home, the way some kids do.
That school gives them a break.
It gives them a break.
And a lot of times schools where their food security comes from as well.
And we do have food programs, so we feed them through the summer.
Yeah.
Which is great. Pep Foundation's amazing. Our school nutrition department in the schools does a wonderful job. So we do provide some food outlets, but there's some steps. Families have to get them there. They have to go get the food. So that there's a lot that goes into feeding through the summer. But then you've got the majority of students, thankfully, that are really going to get some downtime.
That's right.
They're going to get a break, whether it's going to camp, daycare. Some of them get to be at home, grandma, grandpa's, whatever it is. They're going to have a couple of months here, about 8 weeks. And get away and have fun.
Right, or there's lots of life skills to learn in the summertime. I mean, you could go get a little part-time job. Right. I mean, there's you can learn as much in the summer as you. Oh man, I know I did.
I was fortunate as a kid. I had a large family that was there, and I got to stay at my grandmother's. We had both, and we'd spend time with depending on what day it was. But both were big into gardening and canning and things like that. But my one grandmother had big, huge garden, so we Mom dropped us off 6:30 in the morning at Granny's house on her way to work. We'd be in the garden. I mean, the garden was at the end of the driveway, so Mom wouldn't make it to the house. So she'd just pull up, and there you go.
There you are.
So grab a hoe, grab a bucket. We're hoeing, tilling, picking, doing whatever today. But we would start the day in the morning with Granny, and then we'd head down. She'd cook breakfast, and we'd hang out. But we would be in the kitchen with her, and we'd help.
It's amazing how much you can learn breaking beans. Isn't
my gosh, the conversation, all of the things. But I still, we don't do enough of that today.
No, I agree.
Those great memories. I don't want to grow a big garden myself now. I can go to the farmer's market or Kroger or whatever and get it. But I do cook like they did, and I still remember that, and to sit back and just those memories are really good. And that was summertime.
Need to pick beans with Granny.
They do.
100%. I mean,
I learned a lot from that.
Not just where your food comes from. I mean, that's great, and how to garden and how to do, but the stories that you'll hear about people in your bloodline.
You do. You learn all the family gossip, the good, the bad. Who's the crazy aunt or the crazy cousin? Who's struggling? Who's doing whatever? Yeah, you get to hear. Well, bless her heart.
I can't believe she stayed with him.
Can't believe they're still doing that. You believe that? he won't hit a lick at a snake. He won't get out there.
See, I miss all that with my granny.
So you get all the family gossip, you know what's happening, but you do. You get
those are great learning experiences. We were talking about this earlier, maybe it was Monday, about things you can learn from your grandparents, senior citizens. Like if you go and hang out with them, and just the things you can learn from them is
just life stories and life lessons.
When
they're just
amazing.
telling their story of their life.
And you're right. That's what summer's for. I mean, that's what it was for when I was a kid. You know, you'd work a little bit in the garden or on the farm, and then you'd go visit some of the other old people around. And
it was great. I had an aunt who was a teacher, so we'd spend time in the mornings with Granny, and then we'd go. Our aunt would pick us up. We had a pass to the pool, had a community pool. And you could buy back then a family. I had a younger brother and sister. So for the three of us, I think mom and dad were able to get a family pass to the pool for the summer. It was like $50. We could go every day. Wow. And we did. We'd have a couple hours at the pool, and then we all played baseball, softball,
found ways to tire y'all out.
Oh yeah, we were. We stayed active. It's just, those are great memories, but we'd spend time in the mornings in the garden working on that stuff, and then we would get to go with our aunt, go to the pool. We'd go work around their house a little bit, and then go to the ballpark.
If you get tired out, there's not a lot of time to act out.
That's right. And we don't have the league ball like we did back then. Back then, the baseball and softball leagues, the community leagues for all of us was really in the summer. Well, now they're all wrapped up and done by the time we get out of school. We do that in the spring around here, and unless you're participating in travel ball, which is mostly weekends, they're pretty well done.
Travel ball, it seems like a full-time job.
Oh, it is. For a lot of families, it takes a lot of time. There's a lot that goes into that. But back then, it was, really leisurely. I mean, we'd go, a couple nights a week. We would have practice one night. One night you might have games.
Right, you had to
but
play
it would
for
go
like
all through June. It did.
I love it.
Yeah, in Lawrence County, we had the little local restaurants like that. I'm from Lawrenceburg, but it was the same way. You'd get a hamburger at the ballpark or whatever. They'd give a
good time,
a lollipop or whatever after the game. Everybody, or an ice cream or those freezer pops. Those were big things.
That's right.
Go by the concession stand and get that, and then we'd go home, start over again tomorrow.
Yeah.
But it was truly a leisurely, laid back.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah. So when does school start back then? Is it the end of July?
It'll be right around that July 31st, August 1st. I don't know the exact date. I haven't even looked that far ahead.
That's just turning it right back around, man.
It really does. It's about 8 weeks.
That's
about what it is. Yeah.
Are there any changes for the upcoming school season?
Not right now.
School year.
No, it shouldn't be anything big. One thing that parents do need to be on the lookout for, calendar committee is meeting right now. They'll be receiving surveys, some information. I think they're drafting some potential calendars for the next 3 years to send to families. We get a lot of feedback around this time of year, the ones who don't want to come back after Memorial Day. Okay, that's fine. But either we have to come back earlier in July, or we're going to go after Memorial Day, or you have to give up a break somewhere, and to get a significant, to get before Memorial Day, it would have to be like a week of the fall break, which has been very popular, especially for split homes.
Oh, yeah.
Because mom gets a full week, dad gets a full week.
That's right.
And so that's been a popular break for a lot of reasons, keeping that 2-week break. But in order we still got to go 180 days. So you either got to come back earlier in July, or you go back after Memorial Day some years.
Yeah, do you ever think it'll get like a more year-round deal? Because it feels like it's almost year-round now. Do you think it will? Because, I mean,
I don't
the whole
know.
summer break thing was done for agriculture purposes.
That's right.
And that's not so prevalent anymore. I just didn't know if there was ever a thought of, longer.
There has been talk, and even in the state legislature down in the General Assembly, they talked about extending the school year from 180 to 200 days. Aside from the cost that would be, both for mainly personnel, but personnel and all the other things that go with it, I don't think that families want any longer.
Oh, no, I don't think so
I don't
either.
think there's a desire. I don't think there's a push there.
Government does a whole lot of stuff.
That's right.
That we don't want.
I don't think in this case that's something that's going to happen. We're close enough to that now, even for the ones who go to summer school. And there's a good benefit, and those kids do pick up. I mean, we try to keep that a little more relaxed than the regular year, but it's still school. You're in class still. So I don't think that they would extend the school year. I don't think there's a need. Took advantage. Yeah.
Well,
you didn't have a choice if you were in summer school when we were kids, Jason.
You
took advantage.
I took advantage of summer school.
That was good. You're a good kid. Yeah. Love that time. No, it's good.
You just went with your mom or dad that had to teach it, right?
No, I went to summer school.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we do have kids who take advantage of it now, and families who do, and it's a good thing. And the kids do learn; they pick up, and it keeps them. That summer slide is a real thing that people talk about.
So many great advantages for kids these days.
Yes,
than we had.
That is true. We offer so many more. There's so many more opportunities for students at all grade levels, but especially by the time you get to high school, there's so many things they can do. I mean, it's great.
Corbett King here with us this morning. Thanks so much. I know you got a busy week, and we appreciate your time, man.
Hey, thank you. Good to be on this morning.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. Sheila, who's tomorrow?
Ryan Dalton. He works at Avery Trace. Thank you. He's going to talk about Restoring Childhood Initiative.
Oh, great.
About getting less screen time with kids. And then Brent Young, the new Sparta Chamber president.
All right. That's all tomorrow here on Good Morning Cookeville, live from the Willow Window Studio, brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. Bye now.